give me trouble now.
Nice. Let's see what we got. Ah, there it is. That's surprising, isn't it?
Hurry! I've got one of those brain things cornered. There, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others? I was hoping for a kind soul. Well, not to worry.
I have 2 friends on me. Ah, shit.
Not a word. Let's try to keep that lovely neck of yours in one piece. Hmm? No need for this to get messy.
Keep your cool. This one's all bite, no bark. Or is it the other way around?
Answer a few little questions, and we won't have to find out. Now, I saw you on the ship, didn't I? Nod?
No,
Splendid. And now you're going to tell me exactly what you and those tentacle freaks did to me. Don't lie to me.
Your mind twists.
no.
You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm, the light, the fear.
What was that? What's going on? You're not one of them. They took you, just the same as me.
Yep.
And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies.
Yeah.
Indeed we are. Please, allow me to introduce myself. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me. Is that so? We clearly move in different circles. So,
Such a smart
do you
asshole,
know
and I
anything
love
about
that,
these worms?
like, everyone loves this character.
No. Of that much we can be certain. These worms are already affecting me. I can feel it. Now, what to do about it? You know, I was ready to go this alone, but maybe sticking with the herd isn't such a bad idea. And you seem like a useful person to know. All right, I accept. Lead on.
We have new party member. Took as well, but happy I finally figured out where he was. Level 2. Level 3. Hmm. I'll go trickster. Fun. Nope. I don't have any party member.
Let's move.
Nothing left to do except for head back to the grove.
You know what I really miss about Baldur's Gate? Freshest fish I've ever had.
I don't care for fish. Red meat. No, that's different. Rare as can be. Dripping.
Well, unless we find a cure, you won't have any teeth to chew it with soon enough.
Right. Time to wander around. People first.
Scouts just reported. The goblins' leadership has been decimated. We might escape this place yet. I took
You're
a
welcome.
collection from all of us. It isn't much, but you've earned it. It's not enough, but it's all we have.
Halsin will likely want to thank you too, mind. He returned just a while ago. I believe he's catching up with Corker. As for us,
No armies at our heels. Amazing. We can finally leave. But perhaps we need not speak of farewells. We'll join your camp tonight to celebrate if you'll have us.
Nice. That's interesting.
Keep your distance, darling.
Because I think he would do better with that.
Stay near the center of the
No one stopped you yet.
And then
No
the
wandering
wedge.
off.
Nice sword player. That's cool.
Glad to see some goblin blood spilled for a change. Was sick of running from those rats.
I get it.
What do you think of opening a card?
One sorrow ended, the next soon to begin.
I'll kiss you in the door.
All right.
Yours, well,
Should
not as
level up
bad
at
as
all.
it could have.
So that vicious mockery. I'll do vicious mockery. Just go for it. So, in my actual D&D campaigns with Belmont and Walker, I usually play bards, but my first character was a druid. One of the running jokes that I've had is all of my characters are related to that original druid, but they're ashamed of tweaking, as we call them. So they chose to be bards instead. So this would actually work. Let's see. Is it possible to learn wild shape? I'd rather have access to this, but I don't have. Go with. I'll go with Vice Knife. That might actually help. Right.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Let's see. Right. She has the ability to do you.
Well, hello.
And yeah, I guess. increases Constitution. Great.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
So it's true. You scattered the goblins. Peace can finally return to this corner of the Sword Coast. Thank you.
Welcome.
As am I. And I'm sure those poor refugees would quite agree. Of course.
Right. First off, okay. Right. Now what have I got? I don't think I might help. Ooh. Hmm.
May you keep balance.
Right.
My face protects me.
Looking ahead.
That might be worth a look.
Move.
Alright. Look, if you're ridiculous, but if it works, it works.
I'm glad you didn't die. No discounts once I'm running the wider Baldur's Gate mind.
That's fair.
You took it upon yourself to undertake the Rite of Thorns. I ought to exile you from this place. Forever. Instead, I shall listen to the explanation that you owe me.
I owe you nothing. Goblins swarmed us like roaches while you stumbled after the past. You chose to abandon us. I chose to protect us.
Silence! The rite has been ended. I will allow you to stay, but consider yourself a novice anew. You have forgotten the ways of the druids, our place in the natural order. You shall learn it all once again, right here. Backslide, and nature's fury will crush you.
As you wish, Master Halsin.
Oh, that makes me happy.
A misjudgment. One that should weigh heavily upon her. But the Grove still needs her passion. You will soon see why. But enough of that for now. I owe you my thanks. The Grove stands. Nature prevails. And again, I am in your debt. Speak to Wrath. He will reward you for your efforts. The journey to Moonrise Towers, and all the dangers that entails. But that's tomorrow's problem. Take some time for yourself tonight. Rest, celebrate. Come morning, I'll be by your side.
Nice.
They are our guests until they wish to leave, as I said the day they arrived.
But they blinded you to drink.
And what have you brought? Harmony? Balance?
Right, so no, the other kind, I guess. So crap, isn't it? Sorry. Where's my I think I already talked about that actually. That person. Okay. So many tieflings. I don't think I ever noticed that before.
We did it. Yes.
Oh, right.
What a mess. I wonder if the goblins have anything valuable on them.
They did. They don't anymore.
Peer through the telescope. You see a dragon circling like a bird of prey, hunting. The telescope points to the left. The telescope points straight ahead. The telescope points to the right.
Yeah, that's helpful.
Going to have to write a song about you now, aren't I? But truly, thank you. It's nice to be done with the sad songs. For a time.
Good. So, is the guy looking for like a pancake or? Oh, he's at
We're
left.
ready to head to your camp. Are you?
Ah, right. So he's deep in the thing. Right. Ah, I see. Okay.
You done it. You brought Halsin back. Thank you.
You're welcome.
No, thanks is not enough. May Sylvanus bless you for all your days. I cannot imagine taking on a camp full of goblins was a simple task.
Yeah.
To be expected. I'm glad you survived intact.
Yeah,
And
it
I
took a couple
promised you a
tries.
reward, didn't I? Let me show you on your map where you can find the cache. Take this rune. You'll need it. Place it among the pedestals inside our library. When the wolf glows brightest, everything in the vault below will be yours.
Nice. Okay.
Blessed day. I was worried I'd never see Master Halsin again. You kept your word. Thank you. I don't know if I can ever restore Sylvanus' peace to this place, but I'll have the chance. Thanks to you.
Wait. Oh. Right. 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 Who cares? Wolf, right? Okay. There.
Well, what have we here?
Wolf? What?
Beautiful glaive. So why does touching it give me a knot in my stomach? Really shrine down here. Under the glade. Wait. Ah, there it is. Right. Think.
There's a parasite nearby. You should take a closer look.
Oh, right. it is. Gross. Right. Alright, I'll speak at the work.
They look like...
Flee! You are not wanted here.
Alright. Yes, indeed.
Master Halsin's past his prime. It might be time for another.
The Grove sported some rather interesting murals, I must say. They just reminded me of something half forgotten. It seemed to depict Lady Shah's warriors in combat. I hadn't known they were active in these parts. Not formidable enough to win the battle, it seems, but still, worthy of my respect. They looked like dark justiciars, an elite force among Lady Shah's ranks. Only the very finest proved themselves worthy of the title. There was a proving ground of sorts, a place where initiates sought to complete Lady Shah's trials and make a sacrifice in her name. But that place is lost now. Some even wonder if it ever truly existed. Curious to see them depicted in such a place. Perhaps there's more to it. But there's nothing to be done about it just now.
Anyway, head to the camp. I'll see you guys then. Well, cut till we get to the camp, I should say.
We're ready to head to your camp. Are you? Excellent. Lead the way.
Will do.
No, an Albert.
You know, I never pictured myself as a hero. Never thought I'd be the one they'd toast for saving so many lives. And now that I'm here... Hate it. This is awful. True. That was fun. Still, I would have liked more for my trouble than a pat on the head and vinegar for wine.
Yeah.
By all means, go and enjoy yourself. I'll be here, waiting for the sunrise.
And we follow.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, buddy. Just be safe.
My research turned up a rather brilliant technique that seems quite actionable. It's not too deep, just behind the orbital socket. I could attempt an extraction. I've a needle in my tunic, after all. I assure you, I've dreamt of it 1,000 times over.
Not very reassuring.
Volo carefully holds one of your eyes open and begins to prod uncertainly with the needle. The needle finds the gap between eyeball and socket. Volo frowns and begins to push. Pain shoots through your body as the needle snags on your optic nerve.
I think I have it!
The needle seesaws back and forth, plucking the nerve like a heartstring.
Oh, bother. There's some obstacle in the way. I shall need a more robust implement. Stop. Now?
Fine.
Wise.
Volo carefully withdraws the needle from your eye. Then, reaching into his bag, he produces an ice pick.
This man's going to kill me.
Volo slowly brings the ice pick closer to your eye.
Now, don't move.
Cold metal presses against the skin beneath your brow. And then, tap, tap, stab.
Do you feel that? Ah, I think we have the blighter on the run. I agree. It's a feisty critter. Just a little further.
Volo tears the pick from your brain with a violent jerk. Your eye plops down into the mud.
Fred!
He pauses, looks down at your eye, and recoils slightly as it sinks into the mud.
There you go, Volo, you blinded me.
There appears to be an amount of cosmetic damage. Please, try not to overexert yourself. You're in a rather fragile state at present. I can't help but feel partly responsible. Perhaps there is something more I can do. Take this. A far superior relic to that old jelly you were chained to. Try it on for size. And, it was very nice to have met you. I'm sure you'll sort out your little brain problem one way or another. Far away from here, if you've a heart. Terribly sorry, my friend. Ta.
How about 2 tiefling queens, frightful and fierce?
That's
Wait,
more
I...
like it. How many goblins did we kill? 10?
Let's make it 20.
That's my girl.
biggest disappointment I can find right now is if Romeo is a different thing. Yeah, Withers.
Ah, I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services. Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish,
Is there a way to fix yeah. Oh well. See if there's anyone else that really wants to talk to him. Actually,
Do you mind? I'm very busy.
You have no idea how good it feels to see these people smiling. The singing we could probably do without, but even so, thank you.
welcome.
You came through for us. That's a change from most adults I know. And that sounds like the wine drowning your wits. Go on, enjoy yourself. I've squirreled away a few extra bottles. When the barrel's tapped out, I'll be there to save the night. For a price, of course.
Place is a mechanic, I would assume. Halsin.
Go
Hey,
on now.
Halsin.
Don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll discuss your problem tomorrow. We'll have time to spare for that, I sense. I'm surprised you hadn't had your fill of me already. Go on.
Oh, very well.
Yeah, else. I was hoping you wouldn't notice I was gone. No. I'm deeply proud of you. A touch less so of myself. In truth, I don't feel in a festive mood, and I didn't want to cast a grey cloud over the night. These people are still in danger. Karlak, the creature from hell, will still threaten them, as will 1,000 other perils. They aren't ready to get on the road on their own. You're good at it. You've given me some just by being here. But off with you. This is your day. Have a dance. Enjoy the music. Some time alone beneath the stars, and I'll be back to my old self. Promise. Still, it's a night to remember. You've made sure of that.
Everyone seems to be in high spirits. Strange. You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for? I think you'll find I've been showing ample concern for myself since the moment we met. I mean, desperate people. Like those refugees. Never gave them much thought. Certainly not that bunch in the grove. Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd. Something like that. I was taught to reject anything that distracted from Shah. But there'll be time for penance later. Share a bottle with me? We should wait a little while. Until the others have drifted off. Best not keep me waiting. I'd prefer not to entertain myself.
Not like you read it.
Yep. Then, go to bed.
You made it. Come here. Sit with me. Lots of people make promises. Few keep them.
What happened to
Well,
your eye? I don't want
to
talk
begin,
about it.
I think a toast is in order. Any suggestions? Right. Friendship. Very well, have it your way. To friendship. Now tell me something about yourself. And no tadpoles, dragons, marauding goblins, or anything like that. Something about you. Seems like you truly know the city. I never got to explore it to my liking. Don't stop now. Not just as things are getting interesting. Sounds like you just need a little more liquid inspiration.
Maybe.
There's still plenty of wine, and the whole night is ahead of us. Nearly light. The others will be awake soon. Another moment won't kill them, I suppose. Well, it might, but let's take that risk.
Are you about to get a saucy sex scene?
Thank you for last night. Me too.
She trails off. You read an invitation in her eyes.
Ooh. It is time for a saucy sex scene. We're probably not going to see it because I have it censored. I have no care for sex scenes. But, getting close with the one woman of the group.
That didn't hurt, did it? Good to know. For the future. Let's head back. If we must.
I trust you enjoyed your evening. After all your efforts, it was well deserved. It may be some time before you're afforded another such night. There is much to be done, and I promised I would help you however I could. I'm certain a cure for you can be found at Moonrise Towers, but it's complicated. The journey specifically, it's extremely perilous, though it seems you're well accustomed to navigating danger.
I suppose it was too much to hope we were going to be cured here and now. To Moonrise, then.
Agreed.
To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. A cursed place. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls. You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the shadow curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers.
Dark Justiciars. I must see for myself.
Aradin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a more direct path to Moonrise Towers. And maybe even bypass the worst of the Shadow Curse. Already? If only I'd gone with you instead of Aradin. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. It seems our fates have aligned. May Sylvanas guide us.
Let's not forget the Devil Karlach. The coast is in danger for as long as she's loosed on it. We need to find her and kill her.
Right. But yeah, I think that is where we're going to cut it. I might cut this part into 2 parts because of how long it went, but that's the case. You guys will see 2 parts. Anyway, but we saved Halsin and the refugees, so. And I have the ability to see visible things. But yeah, so we will. But yeah. Save here, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.
You know, I've been thinking, and I think there's something I should tell you. Nothing big or terrible, just a small little detail about me that hasn't come up naturally. It's just that I happen to be a... what's the best way to put this? A vampire. And by rights, I should be cinders, blowing in the wind. But something's protecting me. The same something that's kept us from turning into mind flayers, no doubt. But that's neither here nor there. What matters is everything's out in the open now. Because we trust each other. Exactly. I knew I could rely on you, just like you can rely on me. Now, was there anything else? Who knows? Drow? Mind flayers? Death? Hopefully not ours. But maybe answers, if we can convince the right people to talk.
All's well, I hope. I was going to say the very same thing, as soon as I worked up my courage a little. I can't recall the last time I shared so much with someone. Maybe I never did before. It meant a lot to me. You mean a lot to me. And that was before the kiss. I hope so too. Though I'm not sure what kind of courtship we'll be afforded, given all that we're facing. But if you want to see where this goes, I do as well.
Welcome to the League of the Lone Eye, my friend. Not to minimize the pain of Volo's poking and prodding, but I promise, you'll be used to the prosthesis in no time. Besides, I find it gives one an air of mystique. No one's more intriguing than an adventurer with one eye. I think that unknowable powers come with unknowable consequences. I can't say I'm not curious, but once you've taken a lithid by the talon, there's no telling how deep into the abyss it might drag you. All right. Anything more we should discuss?